Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. Controversial Big Brother couple Rylie Jeffries and Katherine Woodman have officially called it quits after 6 months together, and insiders tell the U.S. Sun the breakup was a long time coming. The pair, who met on the Big Brother set and began dating while filming season 27, sparked controversy when they first got together due to Rylie's aggressive behavior. A source exclusively revealed to the U.S. Sun, according to Sun, Katherine, who was 24 at the time, was the one who ended the relationship, citing deep-seated differences in lifestyle and growing personal stress. Katherine is the one who ended it and broke up with Rylie. She did it for a few reasons. She needed to get away from him because his personal life was taking up too much of his time. Also, she wanted to live in the city, and he's too much of a country boy, so they didn't want to live in the same places, the source claimed. Their lifestyles weren't compatible in the end, but also an imbalance in emotional investment contributed to the breakup. He was always more into her than she was him. It was only a matter of time before she ended things. Katherine is already enjoying single life in the city, the insider added. Katherine and Rylie, both 27, have not discussed the breakup in public. However, Katherine seemingly confirmed she was no longer with the controversial cowboy in a recent TikTok posted by her Big Brother co-star and good friend, Lauren Domingo. The video showed the pair skipping along a snow-covered street in New York City, along with the caption, "What life sounds like when you and Bestie are single in New York." The United States Sun first reported Lauren and her boyfriend, Zach Cornell, whom she also met while filming season 27 of Big Brother, also called it quits in December with an abrupt breakup. Rylie-led romance. Rylie and Katherine first sparked their romance after connecting on Big Brother when filming began in July 2025. Almost immediately after the season began, the duo began to have an intense one-on-one connection and became the season's most talked-about couple. While their chemistry drew some fans in, their relationship was mostly met with controversy, as viewers questioned their compatibility and pointed to frequent tension both during and after the show. Fans of Big Brother didn't exactly roll out the red carpet for Rylie and Katherine when they made their relationship official. Critics blasted his behavior that was captured on the show's 24/7 live feeds, where he was accused of pushing his feelings onto Katherine. "I'm being with you outside of this, whether you like it or not," he was heard telling her in one clip, to which Katherine appeared uncomfortable as she pushed back. Viewers called his comments creepy and red flag behavior. Rylie does nothing but love bomb and aggressively say odd things to Katherine as if she has no choice, one person wrote while the season was airing. "Katherine needs to leave his man. She's way too good for him," insisted another. The backlash toward Rylie grew so much, online petitions even circulated urging producers to remove him from the show entirely, accusing Rylie of controlling behavior. Reports also indicated Katherine's family was in touch with production over concerns for her daughter's well-being, a rare breakdown of the fourth wall that only fueled the controversy. Fans of Big Brother couldn't get enough of Katherine Woodman and Rylie Jeffries for months, from their electric on-screen chemistry to their very public post-show romance. The couple quickly became one of the franchise's most talked-about pairings. But now, just 6 months after confirming their relationship, it appears the whirlwind romance has come to an abrupt end, and sources say the breakup is anything but amicable. A romance built fast and burned faster. Rylie and Katherine's relationship moved at lightning speed. After exiting the Big Brother house, the two leaned hard into their newfound fame and connection. They traveled together, attended fan events as a unit, and regularly teased fans with flirty videos and inside jokes. To supporters, they looked inseparable. To critics, the relationship always seemed intense, maybe too intense. Everything about them was amplified, one source familiar with the situation said. With cameras still watching, expectations everywhere, and no real time to slow down, they went from reality TV to real life. That intensity, according to insiders, laid the groundwork for the problems that followed. Issue number 1, clashing life goals. The biggest fracture reportedly came down to timing and where each wanted their life to go next. Katherine, sources say, was focused on building her personal brand, exploring media opportunities, and possibly relocating to a larger entertainment market. Rylie, on the other hand, was said to be craving stability after the chaos of reality TV, preferring to stay closer to home and maintain a more grounded routine. They were both serious, just about very different futures, a source explained. Neither was right, but neither was willing to bend completely. What initially felt like independence soon turned into emotional distance. Conversations about where to live, how often to travel, and what sacrifices were reasonable reportedly became recurring arguments rather than productive discussions. Issue number 2, fame, fans, and public pressure. If clashing goals created cracks, public scrutiny poured salt directly into them. As one of the season's most polarizing couples, Rylie and Katherine were constantly dissected online. Every post sparked debate, every interaction was analyzed. Fans took sides, loudly. According to insiders, Katherine struggled more with the constant criticism, while Rylie was often more dismissive of it. That imbalance reportedly caused tension, with Katherine feeling unsupported during waves of online backlash. There were moments when Katherine felt like she was carrying the emotional weight alone, a source explained. She wanted partnership, not just a highlight reel. The pressure reportedly turned everyday disagreements into public spectacle, something neither was truly prepared for once the cameras stopped rolling. Number 3, lack of communication. Communication was the final issue, and it may have been the most damaging one. Sources say arguments became cyclical, with the same topics resurfacing again and again without resolution. What once felt passionate slowly morphed into frustration. They loved each other, one insider shared, but they talked past each other more than they talked to each other. Friends close to the couple claim small misunderstandings snowballed into bigger conflicts, especially when both were juggling busy schedules and long-distance stretches. Attempts to power through reportedly only delayed an inevitable reckoning. By early January, the relationship was said to be hanging by a thread. The quiet confirmation. Fans believe Katherine's recent solo appearances and reflective captions serve as a soft confirmation of the split. Rylie, meanwhile, has remained largely silent, a stark contrast to his previously open presence online. Despite the fact that neither has unfollowed the other, their interactions have stopped. To longtime Big Brother viewers, the signs are familiar, a slow fade rather than a dramatic announcement. And while some fans are holding out hope for reconciliation, sources suggest the breakup was not impulsive. This wasn't one bad fight, it was months of realizing love alone wasn't enough. What's next for Rylie and Katherine? For Katherine, friends say, the breakup has been painful but clarifying. She's reportedly focusing on herself, leaning into new opportunities and reconnecting with parts of her identity that felt sidelined during the relationship. Rylie, meanwhile, is said to be prioritizing his mental health and stepping back from the spotlight, at least temporarily. As with many Big Brother romances, Rylie and Katherine's relationship burned bright and fast. Their story now joins a long list of post-show love affairs tested by reality, fame, and the challenge of transitioning from televised chemistry to everyday life. Whether they remain cordial, reconnect down the line, or fully move on remains to be seen. But for now, one thing is clear. The chapter fans were rooting for has officially closed.
And in true Big Brother fashion, the audience is still
Big Brother
watching.
romances have sparked as much debate as Rylie Jeffries and Katherine Woodman. From the moment their connection spilled out of the house and into the real world, fans were split. Some rooting hard for the unlikely pair, others convinced the relationship was a ticking time bomb. Now, 6 months after going public, that bomb appears to have gone off. According to multiple sources close to the former couple, Rylie and Katherine have officially gone their separate ways, ending one of the franchise's most polarizing post-show relationships. While neither star has released a direct statement confirming the breakup, mounting evidence and telling silence suggests the split is real and rooted in 3 major issues that ultimately proved impossible to overcome. A relationship under the microscope from day one. Rylie and Katherine's romance was never quiet. Even inside the Big Brother house, their dynamic drew strong reactions, with fans questioning everything from their compatibility to their motives. Once the season ended, instead of retreating from the spotlight, the pair leaned into it. They posted together frequently, appeared inseparable at events, and openly discussed how the pressure of the house had made them stronger. To supporters, they looked like a couple determined to prove doubters wrong. To critics, the intensity felt performative. Their relationship didn't get a soft launch, one source said. It went straight from 0 to 100. That intensity, insiders say, became both the glue and the eventual undoing of the relationship. Issue number 1. Different visions for the future. According to reports, misaligned long-term objectives were the most significant issue. Sources claim Katherine was eager to capitalize on her momentum following Big Brother. Media appearances, brand partnerships, and the possibility of relocating for career opportunities were all reportedly on the table. After months of non-stop attention, Rylie was said to be craving something very different: routine, privacy, and a sense of normalcy. An insider explained they loved each other, but they were planning 2 very different lives. At first, they thought love would bridge the gap. Eventually, it just highlighted it. Tension reportedly arose frequently over issues such as where they should live, how much time they should spend traveling, and how open their relationship should be. What began as compromise slowly shifted into resentment. Issue number 2. Fame, fan backlash, and emotional labor. Fans' pressure added fuel to the fire if competing futures caused friction. As one of the most controversial couples of the season, Rylie and Katherine were constantly scrutinized online. Every interaction was dissected. Every post sparked commentary. Support often came hand in hand with harsh criticism, and according to sources, the couple handled that pressure very differently. Katherine reportedly struggled with the emotional toll of public judgment, especially during waves of backlash tied to past house drama. Rylie, on the other hand, was said to brush off criticism more easily, sometimes downplaying its impact. She wanted reassurance and support, a source said. He wanted to ignore the noise. That disconnect became a real issue. Over time, insiders say, Katherine began to feel isolated in dealing with the negativity, while Rylie felt frustrated that outside opinions were affecting their relationship at all. Issue number 3. Communication that stopped working. The third and final issue was communication, or rather the breakdown of it. According to those close to the couple, arguments began repeating without resolution. The same topics surfaced again and again, but instead of progress, conversations ended in emotional exhaustion. They stopped feeling heard, one insider shared, not because they didn't care, but because they were speaking from totally different emotional places. Long-distance stretches, conflicting schedules, and the lingering pressure of public life reportedly made it harder to reconnect after disagreements. Attempts to push through the rough patches only delayed what many now see as an inevitable outcome.
By the end of the 6-month mark, sources say the relationship was being held together more by history than hope. The subtle signs fans noticed first. Long before breakup rumors hit full force, fans noticed the clues. Joint photos disappeared, comments went unanswered, birthday posts and public shout-outs stopped entirely. Katherine's recent captions leaned reflective, focusing on self-growth and letting go of what no longer aligns. Rylie, once vocal online, went noticeably quiet. Neither unfollowed the other, a detail fans clung to, but interaction between them effectively vanished. To seasoned Big Brother viewers, the pattern felt familiar, a quiet breakup designed to avoid spectacle rather than invite it. Where they stand now. Sources say the split wasn't impulsive or fueled by one explosive argument. Instead, it came after weeks, if not months, of difficult conversations. This wasn't about a lack of love, an insider said. It was about realizing that love alone wasn't fixing the problems. Katherine is reportedly focusing on herself and her next chapter, embracing new opportunities and reconnecting with friends. Rylie, meanwhile, is said to be taking a step back from public life, prioritizing personal balance after an emotionally draining year. As for reconciliation, sources suggest it's unlikely, at least for now. A Big Brother love story ends. Rylie and Katherine's breakup serves as another reminder of how difficult post-show relationships can be. What begins under constant surveillance doesn't always survive once the cameras turn off, but the audience doesn't. Their romance burned fast, bright, and publicly, and now, like many Big Brother couples before them, it ends not with a dramatic announcement, but with distance, silence, and two people moving forward separately. Fans may keep watching for clues, statements, or surprise reunions, but for now, one thing is clear. The controversial Big Brother love story has reached its final eviction.